They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Andrews with the catch. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down, here's Lamar. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll run here with Henry. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And his choice to leave the end zone going to cost him a small chunk here as he's out shy of that 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Flush down now to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Trying it left side with Cook. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Allen now on 1st down. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff headed right, it's Cook. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. No progress on first down. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down.
Middle.
Allen to throw. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Stop. Attack!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a first. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Look out!
Now it's Cook. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. Look, we can spin positive here, Brock. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and efforts, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Forced out to his right. And just how they teach you. He gets a chunk of yards and slides down at the end to protect himself. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Right up the gut. And he's able to push this down to the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Sending a receiver left. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. DeMar Hamlin picks it off. And the Bills are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate, and I don't even mean and no, you've got to simply protect the football.
They'll run it with Cook. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
56.
Another one for Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Allen setting up to throw. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Ravens are going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
No game.
thing to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
It's Henry on the counter. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
56, 56. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, tight, tight, tight. Hey, tight.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Allen. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Gun. Look out.
Back to throw now, Allen. Shakir with the grab. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. On first down, Jackson. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Throwing here, Allen. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up second down. He'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Middle. 180.
The drive begins with Henry. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Play action now with Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense in the hurry up here.
Middle.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the move, headed right. Brought in right side. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, Kate. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Allen. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Allen looking to throw. Gets this to Kincaid. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now Allen. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Hey, home. Middle. Attack!
Allen gonna throw again. Finds Kincaid. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. To the air again. Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
What's that?
Again, Allen to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard